Priya Patel.
Thank you, Madam, for allowing me this opportunity to participate on the deliberations on the Constitution 121st Amendment Bill, as well as the National Judicial Appointments Commission Bill, which is being introduced by the government. Madam, I wish to begin by drawing the attention of this august House towards the statement of the Chief Justice of India, Justice R.M. Lodha, which has been published in the English Daily today, wherein he strongly came out in defense of the earlier flawed collegium system. And it appears to me that the CJI has been making a deliberate and conscious effort to undermine and demoralize the highest lawmaking institution of the country, which is the Parliament. It is expected of the CJI to understand and realize that the role of the court is only to interpret the laws and not to create and make the laws. That is the responsibility of the Constitution. That is the responsibility of the Parliament. And also, the judiciary cannot create a mechanism for its own appointment. If judges are appointing judges, the system is not fair. So in that light, the step that the government has taken is worthy of admiration and appreciation, and I truly welcome the effort, the initiative that has been made by the NDA government to introduce the two bills. Madam, the government's intention is crystal clear that it is committed to transparency, accountability, and objectivity in the appointment of the judges in the Supreme Court and the High Court, which is the need of the hour in the wake of the rampant corruption which is plaguing our judicial system. We've had incidents of appointments made on considerations other than merit, and a number of deserving and honest persons have been ignored on several grounds, ranging from political to commercial to caste and gender biases. So also, there have been delays in filling up the vacancies with the old system of collegium. So it's important to replace the collegium system by the National Judicial Appointment Commission. However, I wish to assert that the reflection of social diversity in the National Judicial Appointment Commission is extremely important, because the SC, ST, OBC, women and the minority rights have to be protected. And it is an unfortunate and sad reality that caste, class, and gender-based prejudices and biases do exist in our judiciary, and this problem must necessarily be addressed. I heard our Honorable Law Minister say that one of the eminent personalities who is going to be a part of the National Judicial Appointment Commission is going to be from the SC, ST or the OBC strata of the society. However, I feel that if you pick just one member, it has to be either an SC or an ST or an OBC or a woman or a minority. So one member is not sufficient. There should be more number of members, and the size may be expanded. And we have such examples in the world. We have the Judicial Commission of England, wherein the size of the commission is bigger. So it's important for India also, because our society is very diverse, and it's important that we have a member from the ST, we have a member from the SC, we also have a member from the OBC. So I earnestly request our Honorable Minister and the government to yes, a woman, but also a woman from these sections. So it is very important. We have to create a commission in totality. That is why I request our Honorable Minister to take care of these suggestions. It will be in the interest of the nation and in the interest of the exploited section of the society. With this, I would like to end. Thank you so much.
Shri Kaushalyendra Kumar.